I'm flipping off your Raiders poster.
Is it actually in the video?
Yeah, it is.
The
channel's called BroncoJuggalo, for God's sake, so I'm fucking flipping it off.
Oh, don't be a hater.
I'm a Raider hater till I die, you know that.
I'm a Bronco hater, too.
Yeah.
The Denver horse fuckers.
Yeah, whatever you say, we always make bitches out of the taters.
Oh, the Denver horse fuckers. You guys love to fuck horses.
I'd rather fuck a horse than be a potato.
Would you really?
Yep. At least I don't get eaten.
I don't know. People have eaten horses.
That's true. But they don't eat the guy that fucks the horse.
You would hope not.
That would just be weird. I can stand being part of a donkey show.
That's there's some weird images going through my mind right
in other
now.
Words,
cannibalism and fucking horses.
In other words, fuck the Raiders.
And fuck the Denver Broncos. Either one of us made the playoffs.
Yeah,
awesome?
We both sucked this year.
Horribly.
So, anyways, guys, this is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And we are doing 2017's Alien Covenant, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Michael Fassbender, Danny McBride, Catherine Watterson, and James Franco.
Nice cast.
Yeah, it does have a decent cast for, it's got, once again, another pretty much almost A to B, A to lower A stars. A colonial vessel has an accident on their way to establish a new colony. While they are fixing the accident, they receive a human transmission from a place that no human transmission should be coming from.
They don't know it's human right away.
Then until they realize that there's somebody singing John Denver over the transmission.
John Denver.
I like John Denver, but I'm from Colorado. It's like part of our DNA. We have no choice. Rocky Mountain High.
I don't know what to say to that.
Every time you go to a Bronco game or a Rockies game or anything, they play that fucking song. Rocky Mountain High every fucking time, especially Rockies games.
What about the Avalanche?
I don't know. I've never been to an Avalanche game.
Oh.
I'd love to go. I just haven't gone to one. So. But yeah, so they intercept John Denver. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. I tried.
I don't see how you could say that with a straight face. We have just intercepted John Denver.
Go on.
The fuck? Oh well, moving on.
Yeah, really, tell me about it. And, like all people in every cliche horror movie ever, they say, let's go check it out, Scooby.
Okay, Raggy. Hopefully we don't die.
Yeah. And they go to investigate the source of the transmission. They happen to find the crashed ship from the end of Prometheus with sole survivor David, who has this big sob story and a big hero story about how Dr. whatever her fucking name was, I already forgot, gave her life for him and for the ship and all this other bullshit. It's all complete bullshit. David is trying to kill a lot of people, introduce new aliens, and basically is responsible for the creation of the xenomorph as we know it.
Even though in most lore it's not.
Yeah. Well,
it was the hunters, the predators that spread them
they tried to, they decided to ignore that, and it's Ridley Scott, and I guess he can do that.
I guess.
So, and that's fine, because the AVP movies kind of sucked anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, one's a guilty pleasure of mine, and the other one could have been great, but no! But we're not going to say why. We're not going to say why again. We've already beat that horse enough.
I want to beat it more. I want to beat that corpse.
So, guys, we're going to jump into pros and cons. We're going to start off with prawns.
Prawns?
Prawns. We're going to start off with pros. And today's first pro comes from Bill.
All right. My first pro for this film. Hey, we do got some good blood and gore for this film. It's not like the first Alien vs. Predator. Let's not think about that anymore because it makes me sick. We do have good blood and gore in this film. In fact, one of my favorite kills. I love that kill. We'll get into that later and why. Because I'd seen that scene so many times in comic books. and I finally get to see it on the big screen.
Yep.
You know, so we do have the blood and gore people, and that's why we really see these films. We want that. We want a good story too, but we want the blood and gore.
Well, I don't know. With the Aliens films, I've always been more about the story, but I do want to see the alien action.
Yes.
I want to see the aliens doing their thing. And that will lead me into my first pro, which is this movie is visually stunning.
It is.
Just like Prometheus, it's large in scope, it's well shot.
Ridley Scott hits it again.
Beautiful film.
Yes,
Great cinematography.
yes.
Looks amazing. You know, the CGI is on point, with the exception of one part. But I don't think that was a CGI problem, as it so much was a design flaw in the creature. But we'll talk about that, because that's the part you really don't like.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Anyways, yeah. Well, yeah, visually, this movie is just absolutely amazing.
Yes.
What do you got next?
All right. My second pro is David. He is just as creepy as ever. He's, again, super... what's his name again?
And my pro as well, my next pro, Michael Fassbender.
Yes.
Delivers another stellar performance.
Yes, he is awesome. Even though I want to know why did the android hair grow?
He turned evil in this one. He was pretty good still. I mean, he was kind of fucked up in Prometheus.
Yeah.
But now he's full out fucking just like, let's kill all the
mad
evil.
Scientist
evil.
Yeah,
he's ready to just genocide.
He is just mad scientist evil in this one.
And he plays evil so well. He does a really great job.
He does.
So yeah, that was my next pro too. So what do you got for your next one?
My next pro was getting to see, actually, at the very end of the film, the alien on the ship. You get to see through its perspective. We've never gotten that before.
That's one of my pros as well, guys. Alien vision. That's what I want to call it. Alien vision.
Alienovision.
Yeah. We did. We got to see first person through the alien's eyes as it was hunting.
Exactly.
And we got to see how it looks, the colors it sees, how... You know, we used to get that with Predator all the time.
Yeah, but with the alien, it was kind of liquidy almost.
A little liquidy, a little colorful around the edges.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool, and I really enjoyed that as well. That was actually my next pro as well.
I loved it, because it's the first time it's ever been done, too. And they did a decent job, even though I sort of thought, since they really don't have eyes... Their head is so big, it looks kind of like one giant sensor.
It's kind of like, and I was wondering about that, because like on this statue up here, it's kind of clearish,
original.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though it looks real black and shiny in the movies, some of them do kind of look like you could see through it a little bit.
Exactly.
So,
but I always thought, though, with their vision, like with their head being so big and so long, and without really distinguished eyes, that their whole head was a giant sensor. I kind of thought maybe we'd see, they would see in 360 degrees.
That would be kind of cool.
But that'd be kind of hard to do in cinema, too.
Yeah.
A little difficult. Yeah, but that's always the way I imagined them seeing the world around them, is in 360 degrees.
Right. So my next pro is that I like the fact that we do get the backstory on how the current aliens as we know them kind of came to be. I like that it was kind of genetically engineered by David. Like you said, it does take away what was the established lore, but it worked. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was cool. It does make me question, though, if David is the one that did it, where did the ones of the space jockey come from? They're going to really have to do something in the next film to marry these two up, because they found the space jockey filled with... Maybe it's just another ship and David's experiment never happened. Who knows? Maybe David's experiment died. I don't know. Who knows? But whatever, you know. So
it's still nice, though. Nice touch. All right, my last pro is the look of the aliens, the full-grown ones, and the look of the eggs and the face huggers. Very nice.
It looked very old school. It looked very much like the original.
That's what
there's a great scene, once again, back to the visuals, where the alien is perched and you see behind him and it's wide open in front of him.
Yeah.
And you're coming from behind him visually, and it's just a beautiful shot, and it looks amazing. And he looks really good just sitting there. My final pro is I like the ending. I like that David is back on the main ship. He He faked his way onto the main ship.
I'll give you that. Yeah, the ending was good.
And he puts he regurgitates 2 little eggs that have alien facehuggers inside. And he puts them in the thing in cold storage. And
when she finally realizes,
yeah,
you're not,
she's like freaking out.
You're David.
And so I like that. I really thought it was cool. It shows what might be coming next. But they do have a big challenge here, guys, marrying the original and this film. And supposedly there's only supposed to be 1 more, but I've heard rumors there may be 2 more.
Hey, I'll take 2. I'll take 2 over 1. As long as they're good.
Alright, guys, so getting into cons.
Oh, why don't you start? I started with the pros, you start with the cons.
My first con is, I felt that the way they beat the xenomorph just at the end of the movie, and there was only 1 real big xenomorph at the end of the film, and that was a little there was other little aliens, prototype ones.
There were two main xenomorphs.
But I felt that they beat it just way too easily. Way too easily. And it just was kind of anticlimactic.
And that's going to go into my first con for this film. The 2 main xenomorphs didn't seem very smart. They seemed really stupid. Like, intelligence-wise. You got the first one that jumps right into the claw thing and gets crushed. And it jumps right into the thing. Like, that seems kind of... Why is it so stupid? And then the second one, they're hurting it through the ship with the closing of the doors and stuff. It's like, why doesn't it...
All of part 3.
Yeah, but at least in part 3, that one was a lot smarter and could get away from shit. But they're herding it through the ship towards the cargo bay. Why doesn't it use the air ducts? The ship's got to have air ducts. But no, it allows itself to be herded. The last one allows itself to be herded.
And then they just unleash the trucks and it falls out the end.
Yeah.
I thought it was just too easy. That's all.
Yeah, it was, and like I said, they seem kind of stupid. Not very intelligent.
Maybe it's because they were the first prototypes kind of deal, I don't know.
That could be, but, that is a letdown because we're so used to them being so smart.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, what's your next con?
My next con, and this is just a personal thing, as much as I liked the performance, I did not like the character change in David. Like I said, he was already a little bit unstable. But it doesn't explain why he just went all freaking homicidal. I just don't get the change. I really didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And I didn't know why they... I guess just to further the story. So they really didn't explain it, but I just didn't like that. I think they should have given a little more explanation of why he decided to go monster-rific.
Okay, I'll give you that. Another con of mine. The first 2 guys that get infected with those spore things, and then you got those white aliens. How the heck did not everybody get infected with those spores?
Well, the one guy stepped on the fucking thing, and it
But if they're everywhere,
right there.
But if they're everywhere, how the hell did everybody not get it? I mean, you would think if those spore things are everywhere, everybody...
They would have been walking through them and stepping on them?
Yeah, everybody should have been infected, but I guess that would have made for a very short movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What you got next?
I only have 1 more con left, and I know it's your biggest con, so I don't know if I should say it or not, or if you should say it.
Oh, let me start with this one, because this is the doozy of all cons for this film. This film lost it for me right then and there. If anybody saw the creature feature tag that we did, God, how long ago was that?
I don't remember. It was a while back.
Yeah, it was a while back. But one of the questions was, and if I don't quote it verbatim, what's your favorite creature kill in a movie? Mine was the original chestburster scene from Aliens, from the Alien film. Love that scene. And then they flat out ruined it. Not just ruined it, they raped it in this one. Instead of a chestburster coming out of the scene, out of his chest, And I'm thinking, oh, first time seeing this, and I'm like, oh yeah, chest burst, you see. And then it's Alien Mini-Me.
Yeah,
Alien Mini-Me.
And that's my last con, is they had this basically what was the chest burster, when the xenomorph comes out, it doesn't look like a xenomorph yet.
Yeah.
It has the little head, it's got the, we all know what it looks like. Yeah. This thing looked like a miniature. This looked just like a miniature version of a xenomorph, and the CGI that they did it with didn't even look good, and it was like super spindly. Like, that thing doesn't even look like it's got the power to burst out of a chest.
It's Alien Mini-Me.
Yeah. And it's like that big, and David's all looking at it like...
And David goes like that, Nick goes like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like that part.
How could you ruin such an iconic scene? I
mean, I like that they did like kind of a back bursting scene before. I like that they did some different stuff.
Oh,
that was cool, you know.
That was one
of the white where it bursted out of the mouth.
Yeah, that was the second white one that burst out of his mouth.
Those were cool. That was cool. It was like new and different, and it was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they went with the traditional chest burst, they really fucked up by putting a mini-me alien in there. That didn't even look right. It looked fucking stupid on film. The legs were like micro thin, and I'm like
toothpicks almost.
Yeah, I'm like, how did that even get out? You know.
I don't know how that got past production, but whatever. But thank you for ruining such a great scene.
That's my last con, guys. I just wanted him to do it because
that's the thing that really pissed me off about this film.
So, I honestly enjoyed this film a lot more this time that I watched it than I did the last time. I've only seen it twice now.
Yeah, and that's
the first time I absolutely hated it at the end because I just thought there wasn't enough alien action. I just didn't like that. This time I enjoyed it quite a bit more.
But I was shocked.
But I did not like that particular part. So. Yeah. But that is it for this, guys.
Favorite kills.
Yeah, we got just the favorite kill to go, and
I said I'd get back into this. The scene that I love, like the gore, when the alien, the second one, puts its second mouth through the back of the guy's head, and it comes out his mouth. I've seen that so many times in comics, and to finally see that on the big screen was awesome. Yeah. That's why that's my favorite kill, because it was brutal, and it was kind of creepy too. It was like pervert alien.
Yep. Yeah. My favorite is when the first white alien burst out of the guy's back.
Oh, that is cool.
I thought it was cool, and the blood spattered on the chick's face, and she's just like... I love that. I thought it was cool.
She thought she was infected with whatever.
So, that was my favorite. I love that part.
That is a good one, too.
So, anyways, guys, this is BroncoJuggalo saying, guess what? I just reached 400 subs today. So there will be a contest coming soon. Probably tomorrow, maybe the next day, I will have a contest video up for you.
Nice.
And, this is me saying, peace.
And this is Bill saying, congratulations, brother, and... Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,